Hi, welcome back to the Real Retail Recruiter. Today, what we're going to talk about is you made a mistake at work and how to recover from it. I don't mean a mistake like you didn't carry the decimal point or you ordered the wrong bag size. I mean a bigger mistake, like something that immediately when you recognize it, you get that pit in your stomach, maybe get a little sweaty. So, first off, we all make mistakes. Nobody is immune, not the best leaders. But what separates people who survive making big mistakes at work from people that don't is how they handle it. So, the wrong way to handle it, hiding it, lying about it, shifting the blame. Those tactics may buy you time in the moment, but they ultimately end up destroying trust in the long run. And trust is often harder to rebuild than fixing the actual mistake. So, the right way to handle it, the smart move is to own it immediately. And here's how. One is loop in your supervisor and anyone else impacted. I would also suggest your supervisor's supervisor. Use a calm, factual line like, I'm looping you in on an error I made and I needed to let you know immediately. This shows that you're being transparent, you're being timely, and you've recognized kind of what's happened. State the facts. What happened? What is the actual impact or the potential impact? But keep your emotions in check. Your job is to bring clarity at this point, not chaos. The next thing that you should do is present options. Don't just drop the problem in your boss's lap. That would make it even worse. Is now you've created a big problem and now that problem you're passing like hot potato. So please provide 2 or 3 solutions in your message and ask for permission to lead the fix. This shows your initiative and that you're taking accountability. Also, acknowledge the gravity of the mistake that you make. You don't need a long speech, just one clear statement that you understand that the seriousness of your actions and what steps you're going to take to prevent it from happening again. Why this works. One, well, because your boss is human. They've made mistakes themselves. And there was probably somebody in their past that gave them grace in their career when they made a mistake and allowed them to fix it. So, chances are if you approach this correctly, your boss is also going to give that grace to you. So often when you take ownership, the punishment is actually lighter than you think it's going to be, unless it's a repeated pattern. Back when I was a district manager and somebody would make a big mistake, part of the conversation I would have with HR, who every DM takes as a business partner whenever something like this happens, is depending on how the employee took accountability or resolved the issue, would dictate our next steps. And I'm a big believer, unless somebody's done something really heinous, like, assaulted somebody, stolen something, things like that put people in danger, unless they've done something that serious. If they made a serious mistake, they took accountability for it, looped me in a timely manner. That would then lead to myself and HR recommending maybe the lesser punitive damages because you showed maturity, you showed accountability. So, closing thought. Your mistakes don't define you, not at all. But what defines you is how you recover from those mistakes. um, Own it, solve it, learn from it, and move forward stronger. Do not continue to beat yourself up about the mistake. Just ensure that it doesn't happen again. And look, at the end of the day, a lot of us are working, we're doing a lot more with a lot less. And sometimes with the increased pressure, the increased workload, that, People do make mistakes in those situations. So just take accountability, take ownership, and be part of the solve. So if you've liked what I've had to say today, or maybe you survived a big mistake, please drop it in the comments and share it so that everybody else can learn from your situation. But as always, I appreciate the time that you come to my channel, the comments, the suggestions, and the likes. See you at the next video. Bye-bye.